I'm $1 billion in debt because debt is money. Our banks are crashing. When our banks crash, they can't lend this out. And when they can't lend this out, the economy crashes. So the people who will win are people who have gold and silver. And mommy and daddy who are saving this will be wiped out. How much of this have you got and how much of this have you got? That's the only question. If you're going to be a rich man or a poor man, a rich man, your end game is gold. This has been money for centuries. This is silver. It's the better investment today. In the US, it takes 35 of these to buy one of these. So I tell my brothers and my sisters and all that, hey, trade this piece of toilet paper in for this. Oh no, Dave Ramsey said save money. And my family's broke, but they follow my poor dad. They go, I have a master's degree, what do you have?
And a master's degree can get someone 100,000 in debt, can't it? Bad debt.
I'm $1 billion in debt.
You're $1 billion in debt.
Because debt is money. It happened in 1971. President Nixon took this, separated them. So what became money was a US bond. Now, Dave Ramsey and most of these financial planners down in the City of London, and they recommend buying bonds. Bonds are the worst advice possible.
Why?
They're going crashing. 3 banks went down in a row because their bonds crashed. So please hear what I'm saying is our financial planners, that's what we call them in the States, they're always saying you want 40% stocks, 40% bonds, and 10% gold or something like that. They think bonds are safe. But now that interest rates are going like this, see, when interest rates goes up, the bonds come down. So today, the US Federal Reserve President, Chairman Powell, he's raising interest rates. Bonds are coming down. Our banks are crashing. When our banks crash, they can't lend this out. And when they can't lend this out, the economy crashes. So the people who will win are people who have gold and silver. And mommy and daddy who are saving this will be wiped out. Because to save the world economy, as you know, the US is going to print trillions of these. You have, what was it named Tusk or something? She was your prime minister for a short period of time.
Yeah, Liz Truss.
Yeah. When she tried to screw around with this, your pensions went down. So mark my words, the old guys like me in UK, America, and most of Europe, we have no pensions.
So did you decide
Well,
to...
let me say it again. We have no pensions.
No pensions.
They're gone.
Gone.
But they don't know it yet.
Right. Most people think inflation is bad because it erodes paper money. But is inflation good if you have good debt?
It's about a financial education. It depends on the asset class. Inflation is good for, look at this, okay? The first one I ever bought was in 1972. Paid $50 for it. I still have it. It's in a vault in Switzerland. It cost me 50 of these. Today, that same, if I pulled it all to the vault from Switzerland, it's a South African Krugerrand. If I held it up here, it'd be 2,000 of these for one of these. So meanwhile, mommy and daddy are, I'm saving this stuff. Loser. Because our schools want us to do that.
And why do the schools want us to do that?
Because they're Marxists.
And when you say they're Marxists, what do you mean?
They believe that in America, they're called woke.
They're also called woke here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that woke means that you have white guys like you oppress the coloreds like me. So they believe that white guys oppressing the poor and all that stuff. That's not true. It's our schools oppress people. So that what they're trying in America now is DIE, diversity, inclusion, equity. But they don't teach us about money. They teach us about what ESG, environment, social governance. That's Marxism. They're communists. I flew in Vietnam for the U.S. Marine Corps, killing communists. We had to. But they came to our school system they came into America via the school system. Communism entered America in 1930 when teachers from Berlin came to Columbia University in America and started teaching at Columbia University's Teachers College. So Marxism spread across America via academics by Poor Dad. So Poor Dad, Rich Dad is a story of a Marxist versus a capitalist. It's a free country. Choose what you want to be. I chose capitalist. The question is, how much of this have you got and how much of this have you got? That's the only question.